It's mid-month update time for PlayStation Plus's Extra and Premium tiers, as 8 games enter your catalogue, 1 classic game lands on Premium, and 8 games are going away and leaving us behind. I'll show you every game coming in and exiting the service on September 16th. All I ask in return is a like to support this series and maybe a comment too. I'm Adam, hello there, let's do this. Kicking off the month is WWE 2K25, which only released 6 months ago on both PS4 and PS5. The annual Grap Fest mimics the real life shows where anything can happen, from a backstage brawl to a casket and ambulance match to TLC fights throwing each other through tables. This year's improvements bring in a giant wrestler class for those XXXL behemoths, and chain wrestling has been much improved to add a more technical skill than throwing people off the top of a cage. Hundreds upon hundreds of WWE superstars are here, and with the My Rise campaign we can create our own wrestler and progress through NXT to one day headline WrestleMania itself. The PS5 version, by the way, also has something called The Island, which is like a free roam amusement park like seen in other 2K games. And when this was released, it was not on PS4, so keep that in mind if you're a PS4 player. This might still be next gen only. If you want the platinum, then expect to play for a minimum of 60 hours. WWE 2K25 has an average review score of 80 out of 100. Next, a survival game, Green Hell on both PS4 and PS5. In first person, we need to keep ourselves alive in this jungle, learning to craft tools and search for food. Like in other survival games, the better our equipment, the more things we can do. Simple fishing becomes hunting, sleeping under the moonlight evolves into building your own house. Alone, this is a great experience, but with a party of up to 4 people, Green Hell really shines. And to show you the amount of things you need to worry about, keep in mind that wounds can become infected, and we'd need to put maggots in there to clear away the dead flesh. Oh, there actually is a story. You have to find your wife. It's your choice if you look for her or just live off the land with your homies. If you do follow the story, you'll hit credits in about 15 hours, but the platinum trophy is closer to 50. Green Hell review score is 78 out of 100. Next up is a Persona game on both PS4 and PS5, but maybe not the one you're thinking of. This is Persona 5 Tactica, and as the name suggests, this is a tactical RPG. Story-wise, this game's events happen at the very same time as events in the full Persona 5 game, as the Phantom Thieves are transported into an alternate world. Gameplay-wise, we control a party of characters on a grid-based map like a chessboard, and then take it in turns to move and act, whether that's taking cover, healing each other, or taking down enemy units. Over time, we accrue skill points, and these can be spent on summoning our personas. The story takes about 25 hours to run through, with a platinum run taking closer to 30. Persona 5 Tactica, average review score, 75 out of 100. Game 4 is The Invincible on PS5, a single-player, narrative-focused, first-person adventure game in which we land on an unexplored planet named Regis 3. We begin by searching for our lost crewmates, avoiding unknown dangers, and this is the point things can change, as every decision we make crafts the direction of the story. Who do we choose to help? What would have happened if we did that differently? With 11 possible endings to uncover, The Invincible has a lot of replay value. And with a review score of 71 out of 100, it only takes 6 hours to reach credits. This game is not demanding all your free time. The platinum will cost you about 12 hours. Next is Fate Samurai Remnant, a single-player action RPG on the PS4 and PS5. Set during the Edo period, this plays a lot like a Musou game, like Dynasty Warriors, with a focus on hack and slash, and being victorious against insurmountable odds. Yet, we also have dodges to utilize and stances to learn as we dual-wield katanas. Remnant has an open world to explore, with many areas of Edo recreated. There's an assassin to find, which feeds into a much larger story with branching paths. Fate Samurai Remnant takes over 50 hours to complete and another 10 to 20 to clean up the platinum. Good thing the combat is so satisfying. Game 6 is Conscript on the PS5, a horror game that is made to resemble classic PlayStation games. This is all about atmosphere. Set in 1916, we play as a soldier in the trenches trying to get home. But to do that, we need to cross no man's land, and survival is almost impossible. The game basically asks us to get good at route planning, knowing how to get across across dangerous paths, managing items and solving puzzles on the fly. I was unable to find any trustworthy reviews here or even a time to complete the story, so if you do recommend Conscript, please tell us in the comments below. And Game 7 is Crow Country, again on both PS4 and PS5. A retro-inspired murder mystery. Imagine Final Fantasy VII's original chibi-style characters playing something like Silent Hill. That's the best way I can explain this. And of course, it's partially set in a rundown theme park, officially the scariest place on Earth. Depending on your puzzle-solving skills, Crow Country takes about 7 hours to complete, or 90 minutes if you follow a guide and ruin the whole experience. And yes, it has a platinum. A game you may have missed in your catalogue, Shadow dropped during Gamescom last week. I tried to get the word out, but the video got to about 8 people in total, so here it is in case you missed it. The Rogue Prince of Persia, a game made by the same team that brought us the highly acclaimed Dead Cells. As you can see, the Rogue Prince of Persia is a 2D action platformer. It's also a roguelite in which the prince is stuck in a never-ending time loop, attempting to prevent the fall of Persia. Each run we go through will have different weapons and different passive upgrades, making each cycle unique, and this also adds a stack of variety and replay value. The combat pushes the player to use wall jumps, head stomps, and kicking random objects at foes to get the advantage. Reviews are around a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. At this point in the video, I usually suggest a game that may have passed you by in the catalogue, but this time it's content for a future game. Stick with me. If you're planning to buy Battlefield 6 next month, do yourself a favour and jump into Battlefield 2042 right now on both PS4 and PS5. This is due to a free Battle Pass in-game you can claim that unlocks cosmetics in Battlefield 6, if you're into that kind of thing. There's the usual Battle Pass fodder from player cards and titles, but there are also some really nice soldier skins, vehicle packs, and limited edition dog tags. Would I honestly recommend Battlefield 2042 without that additional free content? Probably not, but for some customization and preparation for Battlefield 6, I reckon it's worth revisiting. Okay, the sad time in the video now. Games are leaving our catalogue, giving us one final week to finish them. All 8 of these games will be going on Tuesday, September 16th. The biggest game is probably UFC 5, the mixed martial art fighting game in which tactics matter, focusing on a single body part to injure it and force a weakness in your opponent's defense. This one has Muhammad Ali in it. I think we all agree he's the most famous UFC fighter ever, right? The Plucky Squire also leaves, the game that really tried to do something different as the character from a book escaped his surroundings and ventured into the real world. It's a little long-winded, but the ideas in this game are so good. Try it before it's gone. Another game I recommend is Road 96. In this, we are trying to get young people over the border and into a more free country. Don't be fooled by the pleasant art style, it's actually quite cutthroat, and not everyone will make it to the end credits. Over on PSVR 2, the pistol whip shooter is being holstered, as too are Night in the Woods, in which we are a college dropout, and Forged in Shadow Torch, or Fist, in which we are a very angry rabbit. And 2 RPGs are also going: Odin Sphere, part of the long-running series from the PS2 days, and Dragon's Crown Pro, the action side-scroller with some point-and-click goodness. All of those games vanish on update day, Tuesday 16th of September, unless you buy them outright, of course. Okie dokie, over to the PS Plus Premium and Deluxe offerings for September 2025, and there's only one title this time around: Legacy of Kain Defiance. This continues the story of Kain and Raziel from the previous games, and in this one we control both in the pursuit of knowledge and power, and they are armed with a legendary sword each, trying to unravel a story of destiny and damnation. I am interested to see what this looks like in 2025, as this footage is from the PC version. So that's our month. How are you feeling about it? Happy, sad, delighted, mad? Please sound off in the comments below. I think I might go back to Green Hell. What are you playing this month? I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure. See ya!